well, because big news came out in the draft portal today. Young quarterback from Nebraska, what's his name? Dylan Raiola, transferred to the Oregon Ducks today. This is a big move because I don't think Raiola is going to go to the Ducks if he's not going to be the starter. Now that could change. That could be I could be wrong, but I think he's going there because the Ducks are planning on trying to move forward. They're bringing a lot of key people back on their defense. We saw Amari Washington is going back. Oh God, I forget what his name is. Another D tackle from there is going back. Mateo Ungale is going back as well. A lot of key defensive players are going back for another year. Dylan Raiola, only 20 years old. Young kid. You see his numbers here. He's 6'3", 230 pounds. Completion for attempts, 181 completions out of 250 attempts. He had a completion percentage of 72.4. Threw for 2,000 yards. He had 18 touchdowns to 6 interceptions, 62.5 QBR, and a 158.6 rating. Solid numbers for the young kid. And to be going to Oregon where they have a really good situation there for their quarterbacks, this tells me that Dante Moore might be leaning more towards the draft. And what does that say to the Jets fans? I know there's a lot of things coming out now, especially how he played against Indiana. Moore is still a top quarterback in this draft. And it's basically for the Jets, if he comes out, it opens up a lot more options for the Jets. Either one, you take him at pick 2 because I think Fernando Mendoza is going number 1 overall. But you have to make sure Dante Moore sits for a year because I don't think he's ready to start right away when he comes into the league. Now, another thing too is you could trade back. And that's what a lot of Jets fans are looking to do. Because if Dante Moore comes out, maybe a team like the Cardinals will want to try to trade up. It's only a pick back, but maybe they try to trade up because the Cleveland Browns might want to trade up as well. If the Cleveland Browns call to the Jets, Cleveland's at pick 6. But if they make a call to the Jets to try to trade up for a Dante Moore, I think I would take the call because the Jets have a lot of needs. And there could possibly be 4 top quarterbacks coming out in this draft. We know Fernando Mendoza. If Moore declares, which I think he might now, that we should be getting the news sometime this week. Wednesday is the deadline for it. So we have Fernando Mendoza, Dante Moore, Trinidad Chambliss. Big news still there. The NCAA has denied his request to go back for another year. Ole Miss and Trinidad are planning on appealing it. And if they don't get the appeal, then they're going to take NCAA to court, most likely. But I think he should just come out already. He's the best, one of the top 3 quarterbacks in this draft. So I think he should really come out. And then we got Ty Simpson, who's not a bad option as well, who shocked the world by declaring he's coming out as well. So there could be 4 solid options. And I think that's better for the Jets. Because, 1, they could trade back with the Browns, go back to pick 6, get an Arvell Reese, a Peter Woods, or a Reuben Bain, or somebody like that, a Carnell Tate, somebody like that. And then at pick 16, get a defensive tackle, maybe a Caden McDonald. Maybe, what I've seen too in mock drafts, Peter Woods sliding down all the way there. That would be shocking to me. But I've seen it. People are mocking him to the middle first round for some reason, probably because of his numbers this year. But then you can get your quarterback, Ty Simpson or Trinidad, with the first pick in the second round, and then acquire maybe another second round pick or another second round, a future first, maybe a third round pick this year as well, and build this team. But the Jets, if Dante Moore comes out, this opens up a lot of doors for the New York Jets.